presentation, do you document things that you do?
You can. Pam Sarushian, who's one of our mentors, she's not here, but she made this beautiful education ease type of document that if you wanted to use it like for going to college or anything like that, that you can use it. And it talks about all the subjects covered. But any of us, because we are our own private school here in California, so any of us can do that and make it, write it in education ease. And, you can get lots of help for that. If you can't do it yourself, there's lots of people that can help you, write something like that.
Some people just like to keep maybe a diary, a journal, a blog, just about the stuff that they do. So if they ever need to go back for any reason,
they could
document. They could say, I've been here, I've done that.
I take a calendar. I donate all kinds of money to places like World Wildlife Federation. I get all these free calendars every year. So I just take them. I can't even put them up in all the rooms in my house. I have so many. So I just write down on the calendars, just a little square each day what we did. And so for me, that's all I need to look back and go, wow, look at all the things we did this year. And if I needed to translate it into something special for my kids, transcripts, I have it all right there.
Right. And then some of us don't. I mean, I don't write every single day what we're doing, but I do keep, I do keep like conference tickets and things we've done that are really special, or things kind of, and I do have my emails and I do have my things that we've done. So I'm not as strict about it. I'm a lot more laid back. But it just depends on what makes everybody.
I write watched, what movie we watched.
Yeah.
Really?
I have
Millionaire.
on Facebook, when you're writing stuff, I'm like, I could always look back at my Facebook.
You have to put this thing, you file the affidavit, but it doesn't have to.
You have to keep a copy of the affidavit on hand at all times.
You have to have the affidavit on hand, and then
you have to create a course of study of the classes
they recommend having that.
The classes that you're offering, but that's not necessarily what you've then done.
It's very basic.
You don't have to record that.
It's very simple. You can put it in a manila envelope. Just keep it by the door. It's really only there so if you have any issues with truant officers, and really,
which is really
the only
really
people
rare.
that really do are people who've been in school or
IEPs.
Carry an
IEPs, and they don't close the IEP out, which is the independent educate. Yeah, thank you.
They also like to go after single mothers too.
Right.
Really?
Yeah. Sometimes.
What about applying for college? Will your kids go to college, or
my
if they want
college.
to? Yeah.
I graduated.
How do you apply? Or do you take the SATs?
Well, I went ahead and graduated her. I decided when she was 15 and a half, and I created her transcripts. She went and took her placement test, and she started attending. Actually, we decided not to. Once she placed, we decided she couldn't get the exact classes she wanted, and I wanted her first experience to be really good. So she waited that semester and started this last fall. And she had absolutely no trouble getting in or assimilating or anybody even assuming that she's that young. Well, she just turned 16 in August, so she actually started
college at 16.
She's going
Some
to
start at 13.
college.
Oh my God.
Yeah, taking the junior college class. A lot of them do that, if they want to.
She's dabbling. She's not, the general ed stuff does not appeal to her.
Did she have to take the SATs?
No, she took the placement test, which
Well, the
everybody has to
SATs are
take.
really only if you're planning
You're going
to
to
go
the
to
four-year
a
university.
directly out of high school.
Which you can, but you can
you
do
can
that.
do that as a homeschooler as
And
well.
you can write your own, you can graduate your child and write all the subject study, and basically a lot of the four-year universities are, especially Ivy League schools, look for homeschoolers because they like that.
So you don't have to take the SAT if you go to junior college first?
Right.
No.
Right, you don't. So there's all kinds of
usually
options.
matriculate when you enter. You take the placement test, and through the matriculation process, they'll place you in the classes you need to be in, and then you're just a transfer student when you go on. You're not a homeschool transfer student. You're just a transfer student going on to your junior and senior year at a 4-year.
And she scored very high. I did not teach her how to read. She didn't start reading until she was 10 or 11. She's never had any lesson in grammar, English, literature, anything like that. And she did very well.
And that's common. That's usually what happens. The kids assimilate very fast because it's something they want to do. So it's funny because people, in the traditional system think kids are not motivated to learn. They're not going to do it. If you just let them do that, they're going to do nothing all day and nothing good will ever come of that. But that's not true. So counterintuitive, from what really happens. Kids want to learn. They want to live in the world. And, putting them in an artificial box all day in a school that's socially constructed, that's artificial, isn't giving them the advantage living in, in real life can give them. Living life.
Schools really are designed to turn out worker bees. They're not designed to turn out independent thinkers or entrepreneurial people.
Right.
Well, that's my question too. Is I have a lot of faith in my son and having that curiosity, but I'm like more concerned about myself. Like, how do I say, like, oh, like have this creativity? Like, oh, you're really interested in this. I should be doing all these things to explore you. Like, I feel like I'm not that creative person. Like, how do you get ideas? Like, where do you get ideas? Like, how do you know where
Other
you're
moms,
community.
other moms,
You have-
your community.
you have to build a community.
That's why
Join a
the community
unschooling
is so
group.
important. If you're going to homeschool or unschool or anything, it's really important to have community. But also too, you're selling yourself short because as an AP parent, I think that we go to the ends of the earth for our kids anyway.
Right.
And as they get older, it's the same thing. You're selling yourself short. Even if you don't think you're a creative person, I think that you'll find ways. You'll be surprised, especially, we're so lucky. We have the internet. We can go and Google things.
Oh, yeah.
Things you can never, if your child's interested in something, you can Google it and find something that you never thought was available or thought could be, something that could be a part of their life or whatever.
And it's hard to think about it now if your kids are little. 'Cause right now you're probably doing everything you need to be doing with your child right now. Bonding with them, connecting with them, spending time, providing great meals for them, all those things. And as they get older, they will start asking for more things.
Well, yeah,
And you'll shift.
Almost a 4-year-old, and so he's sort of doing that now, and I'm just like, how do I? Like, I'm so used to school. Like, so he said, I really want to learn Spanish.
Oh, fun.
So I went to Amazon and I got some CDs. But I'm like, when I learned language in school, it was like, okay, you get out the textbook and you do the textbook, and that's not gonna work. And he doesn't know how to read or anything, So I'm like, that's where I feel sort of like, oh, well, how do I encourage this? How do I help them learn?
You can find a family that speaks Spanish.
That's what we've done in
hang
one
out
of our
with them.
homeschool groups.
There's all kinds. There's all
One
kinds
of
of
the moms
things.
that was attending our park kids
Yeah,
while we
speaks
were doing
Spanish.
it, and she was doing that little Spanish
Yeah,
class.
yeah. Just for fun, they would do crafts, and she would speak to them in Spanish while they were doing crafts.
Because it's really
And
in that conversational Spanish that
Right.
he's going to pick it
And
up.
you know what was funny? We had somebody helping with our yard work that spoke Spanish. My son started picking up Spanish, but we didn't keep his help long enough. But he was just coming to help clear our yard. But he spoke Spanish and was speaking Spanish to my son, who was 3 at the time, and he was picking up Spanish like that.
That age,
But it was just natural. It wasn't like we were forcing it or trying to get him to learn. It was just,
It's very natural. And if you join some of the groups and you just put out, what you just asked us, you will have so many responses. People are very creative, and that's, when you come together.
no problem. And you had a question too.
What are some of the challenges?
You know what? I think that one of the biggest challenges is lack of understanding from mainstream people. And sometimes family. Family can sometimes be a problem, we all deal with it. We'll say, just like the attachment parenting, sometimes the family can be a problem. And you're just telling, I think it's important to set really strong boundaries. We can do it in a nice way, but we can say, like if your parents aren't really thrilled with it or something and they're saying things, you can say, I really appreciate that you care. You can be really diplomatic, but you can also tell them, that, in a very nice way that, we've researched it. We don't take this decision lightly. This is not, nobody cares about our child as much as we do. The state does not care about our child like we do,
What are the individual challenges?
There's some kids that have special needs and stuff, but I think in schools the problem is that they get, kids special needs or whatever, they get labeled, and I don't think that that's necessarily a good thing. I think that's not positive. I think that if you have a child that has maybe something that might be considered in school special needs, that, the thing is they can be their own person. You can just honor who they are as a person when you're doing what you're doing and just help them blossom. Because I think a child is, and I've seen it, when they don't have the label and they don't have, something, that they're told that's wrong with